Hi everybody. Have some icy conditions here behind what used to be Legends Bar. It's legendary. We're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the closure of Legends Bar. We still don't really quite know what happened in terms of the machinations the city went through in its decision to close the place down. Of course, now it's, I believe, been declared a historical site or a historical property. I mean, that means that there's going to be certain protections for it. But the icy conditions, you never know how, whoa. You never know how one place, I'm trespassing, right? You never know how one place can, no mask, no service, it says on the door over there. Isn't that hilarious? No mask, no service. Well, those days are gone. There's no service at all back here. I mean, this place used to be a place where a whole community gathered. There were probably 30 employees. There were people who paid off their student loans, working here part-time in support of their families, or maybe they're paying their alimony, putting their tip money toward their educational experience. I mean, this is where Rochester began. Right here, it's not much to look at. It's really just a drainage ditch, right? The Zumbro River, it's a glorified drainage ditch, but city government wants to call it riverfront because, of course, if they're able to find somebody to lease that place, or maybe they can get some investors from overseas again to show an interest in it. Legends Bar and Grill. I mean, it's truly legendary when you think about it. It's a place where people came to try out their social skills, right? And I remember coming here when I was a kid too. I had some great times dancing here, having strawberry daiquiris way back in the day. I remember when this was Esteban's. People remember Esteban's? Do you remember that back at about, like 1982 or 1, this was one of the first places in Rochester where you could get an espresso. There was actually a little coffee shop on the ground floor here facing the front of the building. There's some fun views over here in the summertime. Of course, we have to get rid of the geese in Rochester too, right? We need to oil up those eggs. Everything that's Rochester needs to be built back better, right? Build back better. Okay, the awning's gone now. That's a new development. This place had an awning. And by the way, for those of you who are union people, what happened to the AFL-CIO building? And then when this became the labor hall, why does that have to go away too? Think about it. Whose interest is that in? Now, there is still a camera in use. This is true. The city is now paying utilities on this building. They're paying for heat. It's actually a place where lots of people were working, generating value, adding value to our community, adding a social environment where people could get together. Men and women could socialize. Imagine that. Families could go out and have a drink, right? You could have a meal here. It was more of a restaurant type thing. It is cold out here, guys. My fingertips. Wow. Ambassadors of excellence. Legends Bar and Grill needs to be shut down along with our whole economy, right? Because we got to build back better because something was wrong with what we had, I guess, according to some people. Everything needed to change. Everything needed to go away. Everything needed to be better. Is it better? 1 year later, instead of a income tax generating facility, instead of a economic powerhouse employing 30 individuals, full-time people, also some part-time people, think of all of the economic impact of the supply chain. The people who sold them the straws, those are illegal in California, of course, but the people who brought the napkins and the toilet paper, the people who brought the food, the beverage, the people who were employed because this place was open. You never know how many lives you impact through decisions that you make as a political leader in a community. That this place needed to go away because someone had to exert their will. And there's no more Union Labor Center, right? That's gone as well. So when you think about what's happened in Rochester and how many lives are impacted by the loss of one business, it's not just the loss of that one business. It's not just the owner's loss. It's a whole community of people. It makes me think of Jimmy Stewart's character in It's a Wonderful Life, and what the absence or presence of one person or one building can mean to an entire community. The income tax revenue is lost through the closure of this economic powerhouse, this historical site, this historical Rochester building. Not only that, the sales tax. This place generated income for the city. Now the city's paying to heat it, to electrify it, to keep the lights on, and nobody's in there making any money, adding any value. The city actually has somebody monitoring the alarm system to keep the place safe. This place, when it was open, kept this entire area safe. We know how that happened. Now look, the decisions that are made across the river, across this riverfront, are influencing real life in Rochester. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the closings of a legendary building in Rochester, Legends. Let's do better, Rochester. How about we open this place up again? Let's do something real.